Hi guys, welcome to ThomTech Tutorials. I am Thomas and this is session 21 of Azure Data Factory tutorial 2. So in this session I am going to cover what is switch activity and what are the properties and functionalities of switch activities. So guys, before that please do like and subscribe my channel if not done so. So with that, let's begin. So switch activity, so by name itself it states that it's driven based on a condition, right? If a condition is true, then we should stamp this value. If second condition is true, then we should stamp another value. So similar sort of functionality is applicable over here as well. Now we have to understand in which all scenario or a use case we can use the switch activity. So for that I will show this with an example and a small use case. So probably with this at least you can relate like where exactly you can use it in your own project. Okay, so let me just look out for an Excel file. Okay, and just put a date field, year and month. Okay, so in the date let me put this. Okay, so this is my date, that is month is 1, month is 4 and month is 7 and ultimately month is 12. Okay, so I think it got some typo issue. Let me just make it as 4 and let's make it as 7. Okay, so now we got our dates. Now we have extracted the year like this. Okay, and month also we can get like this. Okay, now this is what we are extracted. Okay, now we have another field, quarter. Now we need to decide based on this month, out of this date we extracted year and month. Now based on this month can we extract quarter. So for that purpose what we can use a switch activity to look out for that scenario. So let's suppose if it is 1 or 1 or less than 3 or less than equals to 3, it will be Q1, right? If it is like less than or like greater than equals to 4 and less than equals to 6, then it will be Q2, right? And then this is going to be Q3 and this is going to be Q4, right? So this whatever we are deriving for this quarter, we can try this using the switch activity. So without delay, let's move into the Azure Data Factory. Okay, so you can see, so let me just delete one of the already like done pipeline. Let's delete this. And now let's see, this is a pipeline for set variable. This was covered in a series or session 19, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So if you guys have not seen the set variable tutorial, please go and watch my series. The playlist link is already there in the description. Okay, so let me just take a copy of set variable activity pipeline. Take a copy, rename this to switch activity. Okay, now over here what happens is, so you can see the first one. So before that let me just explain what this pipeline is doing. So we have created three variables, year, month and date. Note, this is not a parameter, this is a variable that we have created. Okay, three. Now for this switch activity I am going to create another variable which is called quarter. Okay, so quarter has been created. Now in this set variable what I am doing, I am trying to use variable date and trying to get the get date or UTC time and convert that into year, month and day format. Okay, and store that in this variable. Okay, and with this variable which has this date, we are going to pull the year and month respectively. Okay, so once this is done, what I will do, I will get one switch activity copied over here and then join both these connections from here. So these both connections will indicate that once both of this is completed, then we are going to move into the switch activity. Okay, then click on switch activity and over here just you can put some meaningful name, check for quarter. Okay, and then click on activity and over here just go and put an expression. So over here we need to put an expression, right? So that expression is going to come from one of these variables. So you know that quarter can be derived using a month, right? So we will use this variable over here. Let's click over here and click on dynamic content and select our month. So this is the value that has the actual month. Okay, so let's click OK. Now we will say let's add a case. Okay, in this case what will happen, we are saying if the month extracted is 1, let's suppose, then what should be our activity? Let's edit this, and over here it's a blank canvas and we need to write some logic to update our quarter variable. Okay, so we have already created a quarter variable, right? That was not yet updated, so that we are going to update over here. So over here I will again pick the set variable, place it here, go to variables, click on names and select the quarter. We are selecting quarter because we want to update the quarter field and give the name as Q1. Okay, that's it. Now you can take a copy of this, okay, and go back and then create another case, that is 2, and paste this into the next activity, that is 2. Okay, then again we will go and we will take the third one, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. Okay, so you can see we have created it so many times because I'm just creating this just to show you a use case where exactly we can use it. So it is not necessary that for all the 12 months we are going to create all these cases and extract our quarter. So this is just to like show you guys how the switch can be used. Okay, so if it's required, definitely we can use it. Okay, click on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Okay, then let's get into the third activity. Okay, let's go inside, click on this pencil icon, scroll down, paste our set property. See, for first 3 we don't have to change the value for Q1 because for month 1, 2, 3 it will remain as Q1, right? So starting from Q4 or like 4th month we will change it now. Let's paste it here and change this to Q2 because 4th month falls under Q2, right? Now copy this one, go back, go to the activity, 5th activity, paste it here, go to the 6th activity, paste it here, now let's go to the 7th activity and let's paste it over here, but now this time it is going to be Q3. Okay, now let's copy this, click on the activity, scroll down to 8, paste it here. We don't have to make any changes, it's Q3 only. Then go back, select over here, go to the activities, go to 9th, right, click on 9th, paste it, and again it's going to be Q3, right? Now let's click on here, go to the activities and click on 10th, month 10 October. So this is going to be your Q4, right, starting from Q4. Now let's take a copy of the, so these names, these are shown as like copy of 1, copy of 3, copy of 4, like that. So you can rename it like with a proper naming convention, something like a quarter, extract quarter, something like extract quarter for this month, something like that. You can put a meaningful name. Okay, so now let's go back, go to 11th, which is actually November, and paste it over here, and this is going to be Q4. Now we have one more entry that needs to be added, which we have initially missed, and that would be add the 12th one. Okay, click on the activity and paste the set variable activity and see it's Q4, right? Now we are done. Just go and save your pipeline. Okay, that's it. Now we have an option for a default one also. So if you have some scenarios like, let's suppose uh, if out of 1 to 12 if we get something else, okay, any other value, okay, due to any reason, then we should change that, or we can set that to something like we can use set variable again, and we can put the quarter as no quarter, or we can give some value, okay, so that it can be tracked for a default value. That means if we are getting any month out of this 1 to 11 or 12, then it should be stamped as no quarter, something of that sort. Okay, so that's it. Let's delete this, and then let's go back and save it. And now let's trigger it and check whether we have any type of issues or not. Let's click over here. Let's see what comes out. Okay, so first the get date. What is the get date? It's showing as today's date. Okay, so today's date means like it's the date like when I have created the video. Okay, so then we have year got extracted properly. Then we have month that got extracted properly, that is 11th. Okay, so 11th should fall under Q4, right? So it's going to generate Q4. See, so the output is Q4. So this is how we can use switch activity in our Azure Data Factory for any of the scenarios or use cases that you have in your project. So that's it. So do let me know if you guys have any questions around this, and I am more than happy to help you guys. So that's it for today. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.